hold on. Oh yeah. But all right, let's go ahead and kick it off, yo. Welcome back. It's episode 2 of I think we're calling this Beats, Rhymes, and the Good Life. I'm your host, I Stay Jamming. Got the homie K Chiba. Got the homie Legend over here. My bad, Legend. We don't have a camera for you yet. Next week we bring in one, getting the camera set up. But
perfect. Only seen, only heard.
you're on the group camera though. But all right, so we here last week. Last week, we talked about the Absol. You know, last week was a little rushed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to do better this week. I'm going to try to get better every week when we pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be the goal. I guess I'm just not used to the cameras. I'm used to just hiding behind that microphone. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the old days.
Word. Me too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
For radio.
All right, though. But so this week, though, on Friday, Kendrick did a surprise dropped his album, his 5th studio album. If you're a diehard Kendrick fan, you're sold that Section 80 is his first studio album. So this is his 6th studio album if you count Section 80. But G&X is the name of the album. Surprise dropped 9:00 Cali time.
I heard that he dropped it at the same time JFK got assassinated.
I did at the same time though, like exactly like the time
That's
wise.
Why I heard the same day and the same time that he got assassinated.
I know it was I obviously do know the day. The day was, or you're right, the day was the same. I just didn't know the time. So
maybe I got that.
No, you might be right. I just didn't know. I just didn't hear that.
I think that's what it was.
I'm gonna look it up. He's that meticulous though, so I could believe it. Which he said in Euphoria, he told him headshots for the year, like. So that's why exactly. That's why he dropped it on the JFK.
Paying attention.
I like that.
Facts. Kendrick is like
he's too sneaky.
He's a super villain. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. He is not like, I feel like, before we considered Kendrick, or at least hip hop considered Kendrick hip hop savior. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the savior. He the super villain. He the one like
he's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's one or Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? He's he's one of those villains that you can actually connect with.
Behind the story.
Yeah, you actually be like, oh, he's actually not really wrong.
Just now that you say that, I gotta bring this up. Like I watched the Transformer 1 movie the other day. And I feel like the same way how you was talking about Killmonger, that's how I feel about Megatron now. I never like Megatron like that, but then after watching that, it's the same.
Hold on, what's his motivation again?
So you haven't watched the movie?
No, I have. It's been a minute.
It's new.
Oh, the new one. Okay, never mind.
It's super dope.
All right, don't tell me. I go see it.
Oh,
I go see it.
It's you can watch it at home, but it's super dope. He has a Killmonger story.
All right, bet. What is it on? Is it on streaming yet, or?
It is on streaming, I think. Pretty sure it is.
I bought the movie because I got kids, so.
Oh yeah, I feel you. You gotta have that something they can watch every day.
Yep, turn it off.
All right, Transformers. I'm gonna peep that though.
Yeah,
but yeah, going back to this Kendrick album, what were y'all thoughts? Let's run through it like track by track. Let's discuss it though. You know what I'm saying? So Whacked Out Murals was the first song. He had that's also the biggest talk right now, is he had the Wayne bar, Carter 3, I used to rock my Rolly chain.
He wasn't, everybody's taking it as a diss. It wasn't even a diss though.
Facts.
Yep. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, even Wayne's taking it as a diss. I'm like hip hop ears are in the trash right now. Like nobody.
I don't even know if he even heard the song. I think somebody he heard the stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Oh, he dissing you."
Yeah, facts.
Why he say?
Even so, he came up there and said, "What I do, son? You've been out here crying, talking about you deserve the Super Bowl. You weren't even offered the Super Bowl, at least to the fan knowledge."
He's not even he's a good performer live, but I've seen Lil Wayne and Kendrick, and I'd rather see Kendrick.
Facts, man. I haven't seen Wayne live, so I'm not gonna I've seen video clips, but it's not necessarily the same for real.
It's not.
But I've seen Kendrick live 4 times, so I know Kendrick deserves it. You know what I mean? Sure. And he's gotten better. I literally saw Kendrick the first time I saw him, which I also hated though, but I saw him right before. Excuse me. I saw him 8 days before Section 8 or Good Kid, Mad City came out. So he didn't perform any songs from Good Kid, Mad City because the album wasn't out yet, and he, they're trying to hold the anticipation. So that's why it just sucks because I went before.
Music the next.
So the next couple shows or whatever, he had a couple shows that came out after that he had after the album drop, so they got to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what sucked, but it was still dope to see Section 80 because I love Section 80, yo. I like when I first heard that album, I played the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick put me in a writer's block when I was doing my rap shit because of that album.
Oh damn.
And I felt like at the time I was like, man, this dude, he's so fucking good, but he ain't huge yet. Like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I felt though. But unrelated real quick, but I got out of that funk though because of Slum Village though, actually. I was listening to that Fantastic Volume 2 and it kind of just like
that album still
facts, man. It's top 5 for me just because of what it means, like just because of what it means to me though, you know what I mean? But that album though, like helped me get out of writer's block because they was just in there having fun. None of them are going. You're not going to consider T3, Ba10, or J Dilla top 5 MC, top 20 MC. You know what I'm saying? But they went in there and made music that they loved and it was fun for them. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of brought that back, that energy back for me. So that's why I really appreciate that album.
I'm just surprised because it did not age.
Yeah, facts. I still that's definitely one of those ones. That's why it's a classic though. Like I feel like that's where the classic albums come from, when you can listen to an album and it don't sound dated. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the dated ones are still good. Like I don't mind putting on a little LL Cool J Mama Said Knock You Out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with that album.
It's so funny. We was listening. I let my kids listen to everything at home. So if I'm sitting there and I'll be doing something stupid and I'll think of it and I hear it, I'll play it for them. And that's funny. We were listening to LL the other day. That is so funny.
Yeah, they be hating on LL, but top five from New York. Top five from New York.
Did anybody check the new one?
I didn't check that new one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I liked the single. I rocked that a lot.
I got
him, Fat Joe, and Rick Ross.
Yeah, he still can rap.
I mean, I saw that one floating around with Eminem, but I'm a big Eminem hater, so.
Oh, you know what? That song wasn't even bad either. It wasn't bad though.
I heard LL did his thing. He actually kept up with Eminem.
Yeah, he sure did.
But I'm a peep the album, but I haven't got around to it yet.
It's not bad.
Let's go back to Kendrick. On Whacked Out Murals though, he also sent some shots at Drake.
Yeah.
He was like, "You never squashing a beef."
Never.
Which.
And then Drake like, I'm gonna go to Universal.
Yeah, I'm a sue. Yeah. So yeah, those who don't know, Drake suing. He's now suing Kendrick for the Not Like Us saying UMG and Spotify boosted the streams. So biggest L in rap battle history.
He went to the law.
He went to the law, man.
That's when you know you lost.
Like at least just wait for Kendrick to come back to Toronto and jump him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna send my lawyer to your lawyer. He gonna send y'all the papers." You know what I'm saying?
I saw a video. He was streaming and doing reactions and stuff. That was like, yeah, Drake don't even rap no more. He's a streamer now. That was funny.
I did see he was on that dude stream, and now they talking about he got a bald spot on his head. That's what they saying. I'm just like, man, you can't do nothing on the internet, man. Like they just clown you for everything. Everything, man.
It don't matter what you do too. You can be a baller.
Yeah, everybody's flawed out here.
Yep.
Everybody's flawed, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But what's y'all favorite tracks though on the Kendrick joint?
Squabble Up, TV Off, and GNX.
Okay, you like all the hard joints though for sure.
I'm telling you, all the West Coast joints out there. You should see my kids today dancing to Squabble Up. Even my little baby was putting their elbows out. It was hard. I was like, what?
I like. Go ahead, Mike. What about you?
Man at the Garden, TV Off, Gloria. Yeah, I got pretty much Peekaboo. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah,
they're all good. And
got
then
the boogers in my chain.
Yeah, and you know what? So to bring that heart stuff up that you was so. I like to say that I know about music, but I learned something the other day. I didn't know that if he puts heart on it, like you said, right, it's considered kind of a mixtape, right?
Yeah.
Well,
he never
no. Yeah, so basically what it is Kendrick, before most of his albums, the only album he didn't do it before is To Pimp a Butterfly. But before all his albums, he does a series called The Heart. So it'll kind of be like, it'll just detail where he is in his life at that point in time.
That's what this is, right?
Yeah. That's kind of, well, no, that one is more of a reflection, though. I guess it can be both.
That song was hard, though.
Yeah,
that was hard, too.
So the part of the theory is people are speculating that there's going to be another album to drop that's one of the reasons. Curfew, huh?
That's something because was it Punch? It's somebody from TV
put that out there. Yeah,
said like drop like something for curfew. So all capital letters. So it's like, okay, is that a title?
I gotta see. Just said curfew. That's all.
It's like something for curfew. I don't know who put it.
Oh, it's more than okay.
Yeah, it sounds like a title.
Yeah.
It did sound like I thought it was so.
I got to peep. I didn't see anything on it yet.
I think that would be hard too.
I haven't been on the internet like that today.
Drake,
ready for curfew?
Can't go outside no more.
Ready for curfew?
That'd be hard. And then I was listening to all those hearts. And my favorite ones are 5 and 6 though.
Oh man.
Oh dang, yeah. I say have those at the bottom.
Really?
Okay. Let me hear your order.
I got. Let me see.
They were good. They were real good.
I mean, all of them are great. Mm-hmm. None of them are bad.
Yep.
But I got 6 at 6, 5 at 5, 1 at 4, 3 at 3, 2 at 2, and 4 at 1.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to listen again.
Two is my favorite, and it's my all-time. It's my all-time favorite Kendrick song. I actually got the lyric. I got some of the lyrics tatted on me over. I'm a Game of Thrones fan, so it's like a picture of Cersei when she's doing the Walk of Shame. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Nah, my cousins, they yell at me for not watching that.
Okay. That's fire though. But it's a picture of Cersei. I don't want to spoil it for you, but the bar is victory tastes sweet even when the enemy could throw salt. So if you actually watch the show, the lyric kind of makes sense. And then if you think about like where Kendrick was at that time in his life, like, because that's before he dropped the album or the EP Overly Dedicated. Mm-hmm. And then what he talks about in that song, and then you look at where Kendrick is today, he talks about like never changing, never switching up. And it's just like he did exactly what he said he was going to do. And he's now the second biggest artist. I mean, Drake's obviously the biggest streams, but right now Kendrick dominated this year. You know what I'm saying? That's undeniable.
Yeah,
like he's the best artist this year, period.
So hold on. You said 2, 3. No.
I did. So starting from the top: 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6.
And I think my order is let me see what mine is. I know 2 is my first one though.
Yeah, it was hard to choose between them two because
that's crazy. That now I feel like I got to listen.
Oh no, they're all. Yeah. The thing is that none of them are bad.
Yeah, so none of them are bad.
It's just the order.
2, 6, because I love 6 on this album because
it talked about his whole.
Yeah, honestly, I like legit shed a tear because
it was dope, huh?
Yeah.
I was because after I liked the song. Because I listened to the album, but then you text me and you told me about that type of shit. So then I started listening to him and how I guess he does that for all of them, but that one was like.
That one was special because he did a reminiscence of TDE. And I've been a fan of TDE since 2011. So it was like, I feel like I grew up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Like he was sitting in the booth while he's
exactly.
And shit.
Because when I found them, I literally went down a rabbit hole and I watched every single video, every radio freestyle, every just like clip of them bullshitting in the studio. So that's why it's like 6 is all instantly up there.
All right, finish your list. Let me see it.
I think I had 6 at the back just because like every other heart was him just going in.
Yeah.
Like the whole track. It wasn't like a.
Yeah, this one was the first one was kind of had a hook. Yeah, he had a hook on this one.
2, 6.
2, 6, 1, 4, 3, and 5 for me.
2, 6, 1, 4.
All right, so next time I'm gonna listen to all of them. I'll be able to tell you. Like but I guess that's because maybe I said that because those 2 are the most recent ones that like.
5,
5 is dope too because I do like the.
Did you watch
Nipsey Hussle?
I think that's what got
you watched the video.
The video,
yeah, that makes sense.
The video and Kobe's my dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I understand because who he did Nipsey, Kobe, and what OJ, right?
OJ, yeah.
And I felt like there might have been one more. And Julie, Jussie Smollett.
Yeah. He said, I think I heard he just got
all of his stuff got cleared. Yeah.
Man, that motherfucker was lying. I don't care what they say, man. That dude was lying. That shit's hilarious though. But also, all right. So back to with the Kendrick theory though. So with the hearts, like I was saying, since he does it before the albums, they're saying that technically he like this being on the album means that this is supposed to be a prelude.
There's another one coming.
To another one.
I can feel it.
And then like Legend was saying earlier, somebody
looking at the metadata and it said it was CD1. So
yeah,
just imagine. Like I was telling my cousins the other night, because Not Like Us wasn't even on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So just imagine
he threw that on there,
right? So then that'll be imagine if he gets nominated for songs off of this. And then he's gonna have songs.
Well,
Not Like Us is already gonna be nominated for it, but he's gonna be going against himself.
Yeah, I think he intentionally didn't drop an album because, excuse me, everybody wanted him to drop an album like right after the beef, right? Because it could have got nominated for a Grammy and most likely he would have won. If he would have dropped this album, it probably would have won.
Oh, In the Couch,
album of the year, right? And then, but because he didn't. This has to go on the next Grammy cycle. So for
it won't go on the same one.
It won't go on the same one. So now he basically Drake can't drop next year either because he gonna have this album and then if he actually does do a second album, because it's probably not gonna be, it might not be a deluxe, he might actually call it a second album, like you said, the whatever curfew or whatever. So if it's actually a second album, now he has 2 albums that he's submitting for Grammys.
Cold.
You know what I'm saying? And this one's doing numbers. The next one's definitely going to do numbers, probably. Especially if he has that, because he dropped that trailer. Did you see the trailer?
I saw that. That's what somebody else said. Like, you dropped the trailer and didn't even give us no music for it.
So. Well, that song is not in the song, and it's not on the album. Right. And also, another to add to that theory, so not only just the song not being on the album, but in the trailer, there's 2 GNXs.
Oh, that is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they didn't even take that into consideration. Oh, yeah. So 2 albums. For sure.
Like Kendrick be that like.
Do you think he's gonna put Not Like Us on the next album?
Nah, I don't think he's gonna do it.
Just a standalone joint.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do it because I feel like because one, I don't think he needs to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he didn't put it on this album. Like, I'm just gonna show y'all.
Super hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw he dropped the the Squad Love video today too.
I did see that.
Watched that. That's my joint.
I'm not gonna. I like the song because I don't really like the hook on the song.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But I really love the second verse.
I like the third verse. The way he was like, he said something about he with his bitch, he got bitch. He said he with his bitch, there's bitch in him. That's a whole lot of bitch or something like that. I forget what he said. He got some. I like what he's spitting in the verses. It's just the hook for me, like, and I think part of it was because we got that song on Juneteenth or on July 4th. On July 4th in the video,
everybody been rocking that joint.
Yeah, too. And it just like that little 15-second snippet. Everybody was doing TikTok dances to it and. Remixing it and it's just everywhere
too. Though that was hard.
Yeah. That what was the name? Debbie Deb or something like that. The sample, I forget the name. But
and then I like how when he dropped it, it didn't show anybody that was on it.
Yeah, I guess I don't hate it though actually because I understand why they do it though because it forces you to listen so that way because like granted
to who you want.
Exactly. I always listen to an album front to back anyway. Sure. But I know several people, they'll go read the track list. Oh shit, he got Jay-Z on here? They're gonna skip right to the Hove track. They're not gonna listen to the rest. Well, they might go back and listen to it, but artists
never even thought of
they make the album a certain way for a reason. So I think that's how we're getting more of this. Okay, the first day the album drops, you're not gonna see the features. Like you're just gonna hear the album and then
Tyler did it.
Yeah. Exactly. Tyler did it. I even feel like maybe Drake did it with his last album, but it's definitely been a thing that's been happening. A lot of artists have been doing it lately. So
I'm gonna have to start paying attention to that. That was fresh though. I did like that.
Hey Now, we haven't spoke about that song though. I like that song too.
Hey Now.
Yeah, Hey Now, Hey Now,
Oh
Hey
yeah, that's
Now,
that joint too.
got a big face Buddha, something about. Oh man, I forget how he said it, but he got that bar in there that say Black Noah, I just strangled me a goat. I love. I'm like, come on, man. I just like all the shot. I like how he's not letting off a Drake neck, yo. Like I like how he's just gonna keep attacking him.
Drake ain't gonna do that. Drake.
He already chose his battle.
Yeah. Honestly though, I think what Drake should be doing is I definitely think he should take a break.
Oh, he is.
You know, I feel like he shouldn't release until because this is the other thing. I think when in terms of Kendrick dropping the second album, I think if Drake drops something, Kendrick dropping that album. Just like he did with Meet the Grams. I think
I mean, he was already teasing this album for like months ago, apparently.
Yeah, and
so, like who knows? True. Even though he said some of the recent bars are kind of like recent events.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think he probably got a lot of songs. Just
facts though. I think and I think that's the thing too though. He could have released the album in August, but then he didn't. And then stuff started happening, and he just went back in the studio and made more. That's probably why we're maybe getting a second album too. Although there was already theories floating around that we're going to get 2 Kendrick albums.
Because
anyway.
remember when the Kendrick songs were leaking? None of those. I don't remember. There was like a bunch of Kendrick songs that had leaked, and I don't think any of those. I mean, none of those were on this album.
Oh no, yeah, Kendrick. I don't think a single Kendrick leak has ever been on the album. Yeah. If a song of his leaks before the album drops, he doesn't put it on the album. I'm pretty sure.
So like he definitely got a vault. I feel he has like a vault.
Yeah, I know. Like Drake, he's put leaks on albums before. A lot of other artists have, but to my knowledge, I don't think Kendrick has ever put a leak on an album. So he's like, as soon as you guys got that, okay, y'all have it. And he do got a couple fire leaks though, for real. I actually don't know about a lot of the leaks because I actually don't go looking for the leaks. I just like, I don't know. I like I like the convenience of Apple Music, even though I still like buy like vinyl and shit like that. But it's like I just like being able to just go on my phone and listen to it.
Pull it up right there.
And then I've always been like this. Like I like my play count. Like I take that shit like serious, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been that way. Even when I just had the iPod, I used to like, check my play count. And I listen, and on Apple, like I said, you got to listen to the whole song to get the play. So it's like I don't be skipping songs. Like even that, you can't wait till the last 2 seconds and then skip it because it's not going to count. You gotta let it play all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally how I be listening to music anyway. Like I'm just straight through all the way, like all the time.
I need to learn how to check my play count.
I feel like that's the only way I be. I just always taken like I guess music conversations seriously. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, I'm gonna have my opinion. So I get that by listening to the music X amount of times. This is how I know my favorite albums because I listen to the album this much compared to this one, or this is my favorite song because of this. You know what I mean? Like instead of, I feel like sometimes when I be having debates, I feel like sometimes
they only listen to the album like once, and then they just form their opinion based on that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I mean, they don't even listen to it.
Yeah, I mean that
skip through it.
Facts. Yeah. That I know several people that they'll listen to literally about the first 30, 45 seconds, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this song's fire," but don't listen to the whole thing until they're like, if it's a club song, then that's when they listen to the whole thing because they're in the club. And I'm just like, how? Like,
I like to consume music too. I wake up in the morning. When I was working more, I would wake up every Friday and listen to it because I still remember when music used to drop on Tuesdays.
I know, man.
And then
I missed those days.
That's why it's weird now because music drops on Fridays. You listen to it and won't listen to it over the weekend. But back in the day, you listen to it on Tuesday all the way through the week.
Yeah. And then that way, by the time you get to the weekend, you already what songs you like, and then those are gonna stick with you. For whatever.
Stuff grows on you too. Like a lot of Kendrick albums, what grew on me like later on, especially like To Pimp a Butterfly, that grew on me heavy. It's just you don't get that if you only listen to it once and then not come back to it.
Yeah, that's
facts.
facts.
Once and then you want to go out to the club on a weekend and you want to hear club bangers and stuff like that. Man, like,
I mean, I know Kendrick don't make club bangers most of the time, and that's fine. Like every artist doesn't need to do that. That's why I hate the argument when people try to shit on Kendrick. They either bring up nobody's dancing, you can't have girls with Kendrick, or Kendrick don't got the numbers. Like I just want the good music. I want to listen to Kendrick for the music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, even if I don't really club like that anyway, but even if I was clubbing, I'm not in the club every night. So why do I need to listen to club music all the time? That's what I don't understand with people when it comes to these conversations.
And they do it on both sides too. That just like how we are talking about like a couple weeks ago about how they'll automatically say lyrics are like lyrical people are like the better artists than compared to artists that like put more into the production side.
Into like the clubbier.
Like, they're different environments. Like music can be better in different environments. Like,
and I have an argument for that because I don't like love Lupe, man. Like Food and Liquor, Lupe was my favorite rapper when he dropped Food and Liquor at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, Lupe's next. He's the one. And I don't know did you guys hear that Samurai album?
Yeah.
So that just came out this year. So that album to me, I feel like Lupe, he sacrificed nowadays, not just that album, but even some of his previous albums too. To me, he sacrifices song quality for extreme lyricism. Like he's super lyrical and it doesn't make for necessarily a good song all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's where I know a lot of people, it's always been this Lupe versus Kendrick thing too, because Lupe be hating on Kendrick low key a lot. Not even low key, high key.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, definitely. He always talking about Kendrick not the Lupe literally said
he'll praise Soul and then like try to throw Kendrick under the
bus. Lupe said that Kendrick lost the battle against Drake, and then he came out and said he only heard push-ups. You only so you didn't even hear the rest of the battle, but you gonna say Drake beat him. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He just always hating on Kendrick.
What if he just be doing it? I think he just trying to but I feel like to rile up the fan base.
But what I'm saying, I feel like Kendrick. I mean, Lupe's still probably a little bit more lyrical than Kendrick, but it's not like Kendrick can't go there. But Kendrick doesn't sacrifice song quality. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He tries to give you both. He tries to give you lyricism and be a dope MC, as well as being able to craft songs that, even if they don't work in the club, they still sound good. Like even the slower songs, like something like Mother I Sober on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's like a super personal storytelling song, but it's not like storytelling part of the essence of rap. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten away from that. There's not a lot of storytellers nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, in the 90s, everybody told us, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, everybody in the Wu-Tang, like no matter what you rapped, you had to have some type of storytelling song on your album. That's not the case no more.
Now everybody's a carbon copy of each other. They want to, if he sounds dope, I want to sound dope like him. So I can get paid or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Lane and they stick to the lane.
Yeah, super whack.
And sometimes it's fine though. Like and for instance, Griselda, like they have their lane. They do the boom bap renaissance, I guess is what I want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. They're all like Westside Gunn, you know, his rapping content is always the same. He gives you the boom, 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 boom. And you know, he got his ad libs. Hey yo, you know what I'm saying? Like he got his shit.
That's funny.
But that's what I go to them for. You know what I'm saying? I go to Pusha T for coke raps. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Pusha T to give me the Kendrick bars. Oh, okay, my bad. I don't want Pusha T to give me the Kendrick bars. I want him to give me that. That's what I'm going to him for. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of my point. It's like Kendrick, my favorite rapper. So yeah, to me, I can listen to Kendrick in any setting. It doesn't matter. I can go to the club with Kendrick. Yeah. I can put Kendrick on with the joints. If they don't like it, that's not my problem. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't you cultured? Right. That's how I feel. Right. But you know, it is what it is. I I think we can call it before we go though. I mean, we talked about the album. You guys have a ranking right now where it ranks in your Kendrick discography?
I kind of have it at 4 right now. I think I might
Above
have
what's below it?
Section 80, maybe Good Kid, Mad City. I
Oh,
need to go back to that again because
damn, you got Good Kid, Mad City that low?
I actually do because I went back to it and it
Damn.
besides Money Trees, I don't know, man. I gotta listen to that again.
That's
It just doesn't
crazy.
it doesn't
son.
hit for me like To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale.
Okay.
Mr. Morale really grew. Maybe it's just because Mr. Morale really grew on me.
I mean, I love that album a lot.
That put Good Kid, Mad City to 4 to me.
Ooh, that's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I mean, none of the albums are bad. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I like ranking like either Outkast or Kendrick albums. It's not
hard.
like I'm putting it at 4 because I think it's a bad album. It's a great album. It's still a 5-star album.
Yeah.
It's just
so here I go again.
4.
Not being cool. So I've never listened to Section 80, but I will tonight. I will tonight. But I think To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City is like 1 or 2 to me. And I would even put but I don't know, man. I like West Coast shit. So
yeah.
I'm putting GNX up there at 3.
Okay.
Real talk.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's slapping right.
I can see it moving up.
I feel you.
It's slapping. And then I'd probably put Mr. Morales number 4.
And then Damn is 5.
That's funny, yeah.
Dang. So I got Damn's my number 1 still. I have Good Kid, Mad City 2nd. Mr. Morale 3rd. I feel like over time, Mr. Morale might creep up. I love Mr. Morale too. I liked it from the jump. It didn't really have to grow on me. It was dope to me from the jump. You know what I'm saying? There's a few duds on there. To me, mainly Crown and the Auntie Diaries. Those are the only 2 songs I pretty much don't really like on the album. Like after the Auntie Diaries, you know, he dropped the F word. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not
I
hating.
feel like that was an easy fix though.
I mean, I don't know. I don't mind. I mean, I understand the context of the song, but it's just like after hearing it the first time,
I don't want to be hearing it.
Yeah, I don't need to hear it no more. Like that's one of those songs where people, you know, when people talk about not being able to like ride to, I 100% understand with that song. Yeah, that's definitely a song that I'm like, okay, we don't have to play this song. So I actually skip that song every time. And then I have GNX after that. So GNX is number 4 for me. To Pimp a Butterfly 5, and then Section 86.
Man, I grew up
overly dedicated.
I grew up listening to West Coast music. That's funny. I grew up listening to West Coast music, but then in high school, I say middle school and all that other good stuff, I got real heavy into East Coast music. Like,
man, I hated West Coast music.
Really?
So it's crazy that my 2 favorite artists are Kendrick and Anderson .Paak.
That's
and
dope.
They're both Cali. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. They used to call me. I lived here. I was born in Wichita, Kansas, but when I would go back to Kansas, all I would listen to is Wu-Tang and Biggie Smalls and stuff like that. So they would call me East Coast when I would go and visit my people. But
I've never been a Pac fan, you know.
I like Biggie more than I did Pac.
Like Pac more. I like early. I do
Pac.
like Pac now. Like going back to Pac stuff. Yeah. He had a great year.
I don't know. I just cannot get into Pac. I tried listening to him like 2 years ago. I was going through his whole discography again. It's just like it just doesn't hit for me.
His early joints where he was more Black Pantherish and like, you know, more for a cause kind of, you know what I mean? I liked him a lot more then than I did. His Death Row music is real good. He made hits, but I liked his holler at me, hear me type shit.
I felt like that first album, he was very like pro. I felt like that one was the weakest one. I don't know what it's called.
Death Row?
No, not Death Row. It's was it Tupacalypse Now? Maybe.
Yeah. That is what it is.
I think that one. I was like,
this one was weak, man. That's my joint.
Oh man.
And then the one, his double disc was probably his best album, where you had Redman and Method Man.
Oh, real quick. I bet. No, go ahead.
I just found out that Inspector Deck was supposed to be on that track.
I heard about that.
Took him off.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
All right, we're gonna one more little ranking real quick, and then we'll bounce out of here. What's your best double albums?
Off top. Oh, damn,
just off the top real quick. Just off the top real quick.
So just because I'm gonna keep a buck 100, try Wu-Tang Forever.
Wu-Tang Forever.
Then I'd probably do is it Life After Death?
Yeah, I think that's the best double disc of all time. Life After Death.
And then I put Pac's joint up there.
Okay. I got Life After Death, Speaker Box and Love Below would probably be on there.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I mean, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love that album.
You know that is a double. Yeah. Damn, that might actually.
You know what? I just looked at that too.
Yeah.
That actually might be. That actually might be my number one.
Which that'd be
Mr.
fair.
Morale.
That's probably my number 2. I still like Life After Death though. That's one of those albums. Like
Biggie's my favorite rapper ever.
I think Biggie. I think Biggie would. If he got to drop 2 more albums, I feel like he's the undeniable best rapper of all time.
Was dope, right? He's solid. Mm-hmm. People mention him as a dope ass rapper. He only had two albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, just didn't. That's what happened.
That's why I'm like, one of these days we gotta come in here and talk about like we gotta do like I want to do a you know, like people drop their top 50. I want to do something like that, but I want to do hip hop acts though, not just
close to the year end.
Yeah, we could do that for the year end too, for sure. But I want to do like acts, so not just like solo artists or whatever. Yeah. I want to do like if Outkast is the best period in hip hop, we do that.
You know
as Outkast, you know what I'm saying? Then Jay and then whatever. If that's what we're gonna do.
We always get into an argument about this type of stuff because we talk about Outkast isn't a group; they're a duo.
Yeah.
So Wu-Tang is a group.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep is a group. You would
say
it's
a duo.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. Like Tribe.
Tribe is a group. You would name them as a group. So we be arguing about that.
But his Little Brother, like, I mean,
see, but that's the other thing.
It's 2 MCs and a producer.
That's still a duo though. So
that's what I say, but some people say it's not because Ninth Wonder is part of the group.
Gangstar, he don't rap. Gangstar is a solo.
That's what I say. But hip hop community, that's a duo. It's wild.
That's crazy.
That's how if you debate people, like, because I understand that Outkast is not technically a group, it's a duo. But I mean, it's a duo, now, not a group of people.
Dungeon Family with them and all that other good stuff, that's a group.
Yeah.
That's a group, yeah.
But Outkast is a duo.
Yeah, but
it's like Outkast being a duo and Goody Mob is a group.
Yeah.
Lox is a group.
Yeah.
I mean, why is Lox a group though and not a trio? I'm just saying. Isn't a group technically 4 or more?
Oh, is it? I thought it was more than 2.
I think I feel like it's 4 or more.
I thought a group is more than 2.
Hey, let us know in the comments. Is a group 4 or more, or is it more than 2? Because I always thought it was 4 or more, but you know, people do say people do add trios into that mix.
So do they do the Nas and Hit Boy as a duo album?
I mean, technically,
yeah.
But I mean, and that's the thing too. Though some people
because he do rap, Hit Boy rap.
Oh yeah, he do.
He rap
I think I'm in on one song though, right?
Well, not when he's producing
with Nas. Yeah,
album,
but he does rap. Yeah. I actually used to bump his HS87 album crazy.
Killer Mike LP. There's so many like producer.
That was my favorite album.
Producer,
Killer
MC combos.
Yeah.
I don't know if they count as a duo.
Yeah.
Even though LP does rap too, I think. So.
Yeah, he does. We'll get more into that though. That's gonna be a future. That'll be a future episode though. So we're gonna go ahead and call it. You know what I'm saying? We did a little Kendrick review. Hold on, out of 10, where you got that Kendrick album right now?
Oh, me?
Yeah, out of 10.
15?
15 out of 10. What you got?
9 or 10.
All right, I'm gonna say about 8.5 right now. That's where I'm at.
West Coast for me.
Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, though. You know who I am. I'm I Stay Jamming. Got K Chiba. Got Legend. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate Cecilia back there on the 1s and 2s. She's helping with the camera work. You know what I'm saying? Killing it. Give her a shout out. Hey, make sure y'all hit up C41 Film Productions for any of your filming needs. Or C41 Studios. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, Mike?
I said we gotta have one good mustard.
Mustard!
Yeah.
All right, yo, it's good while lasting for me. That's a lifetime.
My favorite joint is all the Dragon Ball joints where he's charging up.
Oh yeah.
Turn his TV off.
All right.
Man, that album is
so
good to me, man.
I just can't believe he just gonna just drop it
out of nowhere. I woke up and I was chilling. Was it you that texted me in the morning?
Because I texted Mike. It was like,
yeah.
I texted Mike that it was a video.
Yeah, he texted me.
He was talking about it was an album.
Yeah.
I got on Apple Music. I was like, what? I was looking. I was like, man. Matter of fact, what I did is I looked through the new releases, and it wasn't in the new releases early in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I was about to go back to sleep.
Even on his page at first on Apple Music, it wasn't even the first thing you saw because they had Good Kid, Mad City as the first thing because it was recently ranked like a top 100 album of all time or something like that. So that was the first album at first that you saw, and then you had to scroll down to CGNX. The only reason I went and looked is because you sent me the video, and then on the video it said out now. So I was like, I'm just gonna go listen to the song first because the video's only 1 minute. So I was like, let me see what the song sounds like. And I was like, oh shit, it's a whole fucking album.
I woke up like, what? It was early in the morning. I'm bumping Kendrick downstairs hard in the mug in my man cave. Like, what? Like, why? I gotta go. It's my dinner night. Yeah, I'm about to start getting texts. Man, appreciate y'all letting me tap in with y'all, man. This is super dope.
Yeah.
Is
it getting easier to set up now? Is it getting easier to set up now?
A little bit. I think after a couple more times we definitely have it locked in.
This is super dope, man. Thanks for letting me be here. Like I said, I got to slide. It's my dinner night.
Oh no, you're good, man. Appreciate you sliding through.
Yep, and then when you start,
I don't know.